How's it going, beautiful people? Welcome to the ZoShow Live. It is me, your host, Coach Zo, and today we are talking partner stunts. All right. So, some of y'all might know this, some of y'all might not, but I grew up in New York City, right? I grew up in New York City, and some people, like the parts, they might call it like the hood, the ghetto, or whatever. And sometimes when I'm in Kansas, like I take things offensively. So like me and my wife, when we first were courting, we were dating, we were on a date, probably Martinelli's. We love Martinelli's here in Salina. And we were dating, and she's like, oh, order the calamari. I was like, whatever you want. You know, I was trying to impress her. And she's like, you should try it. It's squid. And I was like, do you know who I am? I'm from the streets. I don't need no calamari. I don't need no fancy I don't drink wine. And she's like, you're going to like it. I said no. And we went on another date. She ordered the calamari. She said, you got to try the calamari. And I was like, do you know? I'm never going to order the calamari. She's like, okay. Finally, the third time, she's like, I think you might like this calamari. I tasted that calamari. It was the best thing in the world. We order calamari every time we go out. I eat most of it, right? And I say all that to say, getting men on the team seems like it's hard until they realize how much fun it is to be on a cheer squad. So the trepidation when men have is like, that's not really manly, right? Like manly men don't cheer. That's the barrier that you got to go against, coaches. So how do we do that? Today, I'm going to give you 7 things you can do to get more men on your team. All right? Step number 1. You need to find an attractive male and start with him, right? And when I say attractive, I'm not talking about like Denzel in the face. I'm not talking about, like that's fine, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about, you remember Beauty and the Beast? In Beauty and the Beast, everybody wanted to be Gaston, right? Like that's you need to find that attractive character, that manly man, that man's man, that every boy in the school wants to be, and get them to participate on the team. Because once they buy in, then everybody else will buy in too. You see what I'm saying? So that's where you need to start. You need to start with the person that everybody in school likes. Whoever that guy is, whoever's BM, big man on campus, BMOC, whoever that is, find him and have him join the team, right? They're usually pretty busy. They're 3-sport athletes, yada, 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 yada. And so maybe they don't commit to a full season, right? But just commit to state. Hey, help us out for state. And then you can do whatever you want. Just commit to homecoming. Have them commit to something small, but have them there, because then the other men, I was like, oh, okay, Gaston's doing it. Oh, I might try it. I'll try it. No problem, right? So, number 1, find an attractive male. Number 2, and we know this, but we don't think about it because we haven't thought about it. But I have. The same way your girls on your team love doing TikTok dances together because they don't feel so bad if they look bad because they look bad in a group, or the same way your girls love doing jumps together but will never do jumps alone, it's the same thing. Find a group of close-knit men, close-knit boys, and recruit them all. Hey, all 5 of you, come here, join this team, right? Because then if they're on the sideline and they feel weird, well, they'll feel weird together, and then they'll have fun and they'll bond through that, right? And then it's not as scary. Scary is not the word. Intimidating. It's not as intimidating because they're doing it together. So find an attractive male, and if he has a group of friends, get all of them to do cheerleading, because then they're gonna bond with each other. They're gonna have fun through it, and it's gonna be less intimidating. Okay. The next thing you want to do when it comes to how to get more males on your team, you have to make it easy. All right, we have to. Take out all the things that make them feel like it's not manly. Oh, you don't think jumping is cool? Don't jump. Oh, you don't want to do the motions? Don't do the motions. Oh, you don't want to, I don't know. I don't really know. You don't want to stand on the sideline? Some men are intimidated on standing on the sideline? Cool. Don't stand on the sideline. Now, I say that like your overall goal is to have more men on the team. If that compromises with like your cheer morality, I understand that because it does mine. I will not take a boy if they want to be a diva. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about how to get more men. If our goal is to get more men, this is how we're going to do it. And also, when I say that, don't let me scare you. Don't let me scare you from recruiting men, because what can happen is we take out those factors, right? Those, maybe they don't feel comfortable doing jumps. Maybe they don't feel comfortable doing motions. Maybe they don't feel comfortable doing the fight song. And that's okay, right? And so they stay out of the fight song that first season. But cheer is infectious. Once you start, you love it. This is all you want to do. And when that happens, they're going to be more comfortable to do more because now they love it more. Right? It's a relationship. It's a relationship. Right? If we're going out on a date and we just met, again, I'm not going to tell you my social security number. But if we go out on a couple of dates and we go on a road trip and we go on vacation and we get engaged and we're married, yeah, no problem. I'm going to give you everything I have. And it's the same thing, right? They're not going to feel comfortable doing jumps right now. They're not going to feel comfortable doing motions right now. They're not going to feel comfortable with a lot of different things. But as they learn to love it, they're going to learn to get more comfortable. That makes sense. Okay? And then, so hold on, let's go back. Find an attractive character. Find an attractive male. Recruit him and his friends. The next thing you want to do is show them or give them something that they want. That's the easiest thing in the world, right? When I was recruiting in college, to get people to my table, we would go to like recruit fairs to get people to my table. I would just have infinite beautiful bows. I would just have my college buy bows by the bundle, and they were all custom and they were all cute and they were like high quality bows. And I was, hey, you guys want a free bow? Of course we want a free bow. Come by the table, right? And then they came to talk to me because like, oh my goodness, thank you for this bow. Who are you? Oh, I'm Coach Zo. I coach at yada, yada, yada. We compete. I love coaching tumbling. I'm really good at coaching stunts. You should come join my team. We have a lot of fun, low stress. I have large scholarships, $20,000. Would that sound interesting? Right? Now we can build a relationship. It's the same thing. Show them or give them something that they want. And the best thing to give them, if you can, is a standing tuck or a toss hands. Those are the single biggest draws into the single biggest way to get a man into cheerleading. If I walk into my first practice ever, don't know anything from anything, and then I leave with a backflip on camera, holy smokes, what is this? What is this sport that I'm doing where I just walked in and got a back tuck, right? That makes them want to come back for more, because if this was day one, what is day two? What is day three? What else is there to learn, right? So we have to give them something they want the very first day. Either a back tuck, toss hands. If you can, a toss chair is cool. Even that one inversion stunt that I talked about, I'm going to act like I don't know what I'm talking about. So for the inversions, it's not actually an inversion stunt. It's more of a swing dance skill. But we're going to grab in the partner position. Ready? 1, 2. We're going to dip. We're going to go up. As we go up, the flyer is going to drop her shoulders, drive her feet up. She's going to stay in that hollow body position. We're just going to turn, putting the flyer's shoulders on our shoulders in inversion, holding on tight, and then setting her feet back down. That is a very attainable skill for a majority of people, and it's a lot of fun. The women like it, the men like it, the men feel accomplished. Okay? Let them leave with something that they didn't have before, because then they're going to be like, the only place I can get that is at cheer. The only place I can get that is with you. Now, very simple. If you've ever dated a man before, all you have to do, well, not all you have to do, but another thing to do that's very simple is cater to their masculinity. Especially high school boys. They're not quite sure where they fit in the world. They want to be like Gaston. How can they prove that they are going to be manly men in the future? What's more manly than throwing somebody in the air and keeping them there? What's more manly than doing flips? Like, that's appealing to boys that age. So show them, hey, if you continue with this stunt, you can be doing these skills where you're tossing to the top and catching them and flipping them, and you could be getting scholarships to do this very same thing. And you'd be like, wait, I just get to show how strong I am by throwing a person in the air? I love that idea, right? And they love it even more because once they start throwing people in the air, once they start partner stunting, they realize, even group stunting, but they realize that it's a lot harder than it looks. And that gives them even more confidence because then when their friends try to joke on them or say something, they'll be like, hey, let's go try it. Knowing that they're going to fail because it's hard. This is hard. All right, so let's cater to their masculinity. So if we're trying to get more men on our high school teams, here are a few of the steps. Number 1, find an attractive character. Find a man that every other man in school, find the big man on campus. That's number 1. Number 2, find the group of friends to that big man on campus. Okay, they're all going to be less intimidated if they get to do it together. Number 3, make it easy. Take out all of the things that make men feel uncomfortable about cheerleading, right? If they don't feel comfortable wearing a full cheer uniform, have them wear shorts. If they don't feel comfortable having to shave their face, let them keep whatever. If they don't feel comfortable running out in front of the football team, whatever it could be, it's not rational. It's not rational, and try not to make fun of them, right? Because just the same way that us as girls have insecurities, okay, just the same way we have to be mindful of our girls' insecurities, we also have to be mindful of our boys' insecurities. It's just that we don't ever think about that, especially me. I'm from the old school. Like, if you feel the type of way, stop it, right? But that's not where we live at today. That's not how high school exists. That's just not the culture that we live in. And I'm so glad that our children get to be softer and get to be more emotional. But then we can't make fun of them for that. We can't chastise them or belittle them because they're having these advanced feelings. We want men, especially the future men that grow up, to have advanced feelings so we can have a better society, right? So make it easy. Then we're going to show them or give them something that they want. Toss hands, back flip, back tuck. Those are the 2 biggest draws. If I go into a practice and I leave with a back tuck, I'm never leaving. Okay? For me, it was partner or group stunting. I really enjoyed that. And I came back for that all the time. But I also was looking to be needed. This is not on my list. This is not on my list. But this works 90% of the time. And by 90, I haven't measured it, but I can see it being very effective. And it's the find the Lorenzo. Hi, I'm Coach Joe, but my full name is Lorenzo. Find the Lorenzo, right? On every team, there's a lot of people who are great people, great model people, poor athletes, right? But they participate because they want to be a part of something. Find those men on the football team. There could be up to 55 men. There'd be 35, 55, 75 men on that football team. All of them are not playing the entire game. Some of them never touch the field, right? Some of them are juniors. Some of them are seniors. Maybe in JV, there's freshmen who still don't play. Hey, you are a hard worker. You're a great guy. Why don't you come try out, you and your friends, come try out my cheer practice. I think you're going to like it. And then when they get there and they do something okay to moderately good to excellent, celebrate them for that. They're going to feel the same way I did. Oh my goodness. Wait, that's impressive to you? That was easy for me. And then you can be like, if it's so easy, come do it all the time. We need you. We need you here, right? A lot of the times, all these men want is to feel needed. And that's where we're going to go. That's me. That's me to a T, I promise you. I'll go partner stunt in 4 hours away from here because this girl that I used to coach, 10 years ago is like, Coach Zoe, like, if I'm not ready, I'm not going to get into the school and I put all my eggs in this basket, like, I need you here. Yo, say less. I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, all we want is to feel needed. So look at those basketball teams. Look at those wrestling teams. Look at those football teams that have all these great high character men. They're not butt heads. They're not bad people. They're not malicious. They're not, right? They are hard workers. They're just not good athletes. Hey, instead of hitting and banging your head against the wall in wrestling and banging your head against the wall in football and being frustrated about them not seeing your potential, hi, I'm Coach Zo. This is cheer, and I know you'll be great at this. I need you here. And they're coming. They're all coming. They are all, I promise you, it will not fail. Because all these men want is to feel needed. I'm so glad I found that. So, after that, so now we have, then we have to show them the benefits of cross-training. The one where this works the best and my favorite athlete to, piggyback off of are wrestlers. Wrestlers have so much body control. They have so much awareness that they make for excellent cheerleaders. My best teams are the teams that I had wrestlers on. I recruited one wrestler, just turned him into a cheerleader. He was done with that. And then we had, that same year I had 2 wrestlers and I made them cheerleaders. They were done. Then I took a cheerleader who was already on the cheer squad at the college, brought him over. That was overweight. Oh, and his friend, though. That was 2 cheerleaders. I think we had 4 or 5. Oh, and Noah was a cheerleader. We had 5 men, all cheer experience. We took second in the conference. And the only reason we didn't win is because we dropped the same stunt twice. I'm okay with that. That's not part of today's story. Today's story, I'm telling you, if you can find wrestlers, it's going to change the game. If you find wrestlers, 2 or 3 or 4 wrestlers that don't make weight, or they're not varsity in their weight, they may not even be JV in their weight, but they're high character men, man, those are the ones. Hey, come make a difference. Because these girls will be eternally grateful if you could help. And it also, so that wasn't even the part that we want to think about with the wrestlers or football players or anyone else in another sport as you're recruiting them is there's a benefit to this. The biggest benefit to wrestlers is they learn how to flip, right? By learning how to flip, they get more body control. And so then they can take the skill sets that they gathered in cheer practice and take it back to wrestling. Hey, come here. We have tumbling practice every day. We work on it every day. We're going to get you your backflip. We're going to get you more skills that you can then use when you go to wrestling. Wrestlers already, it seems like there's a bigger wave of wrestlers doing tumbling practices anyway. So why not just say, hey, you don't have access to that, but you have access to us. If you practice with us, we'll give you access to that. It's a win-win. Okay? So, I'm really trying to stop saying okay and so, but it just helps move the story along. How to get more men on the team. We're going to find the attractive character, and then we're going to recruit that character's friends. We are going to make it easy by taking out things that they're uncomfortable, like jumps, motions. We are going to give them something that they want. Toss hands, back tuck. We're going to cater to their masculinity by ensuring them and showing them that by participating in these manly skills, by participating in these cheer skills, you're going to look even manlier because, wow, look at the control you possess. Look at the strength you possess. Okay? So close. Then we're going to show them the benefits of cross-training. By doing cheer, you're going to have access to tumbling, and that tumbling is going to make you better at wrestling. By doing cheer, you're going to have access to throwing people instead of weights, which is going to make it better when you get to football. Show them the benefits of cross-training. And then the added part that I didn't have in my notes is you want to find high-quality, high-character men who are just not good at their sport. They are looking for longing. They're looking to be a part of something and to make a difference. By showing them, telling them, and proving to them that cheer is that sport, they may just give up that other sport entirely. And they can just fully focus on you, on your squad, and bettering themselves through that. And that helps everyone, right? It doesn't help them if they're on a team and they never participate. And it doesn't help you if you don't have enough men on the team. So it's a mutual benefit that works out very well. So how do we do these things? How can we put ourselves in a position to where we can take all of this and make it happen? The one thing that I think works very well is an early season guy-girl routine. Go to the football coach, not the football coach, because football is the first thing in the season. So go to the basketball coach, go to the wrestling coach and say, for homecoming, we want to do a guy-girl routine with some of the men on your team and some of the girls on our team. Do you have any men, or can I see if any men are interested? Once you start that conversation and you get them into the guy-girl routine, have them doing things, right? Back tuck, toss chair, have them doing the things, start having the conversations we're talking about. And in that, then they're going to, whoa, this is actually a lot more fun than I expected. Have them perform. That performance is going to change everything for them because they've never been in a position. But the only time they've had to perform is as with an expectation of winning or losing. There's a little bit of a different pressure. This performance is an excitement, like, wow, everybody's here to watch us. This has never happened to me before. It's going to change your life. And for a lot of people, it's going to be like an adrenaline rush that they want more of. I want to do that again. Hey, if you join the team, you can. You can do it all the time. We perform all the time. We have pep rallies all the time. Be a part of something that's exciting for you. And if you do those things, you'll be sure, positive to have more men on your team. All right, guys. I'm Coach Zo. This is the ZoShow Live, brought to you by Distal Point Tumbling. I do want to let you know, the website is up, distalpoint.org. Go there and you can find everything I have to offer when it comes to cheerleading. You want to learn how to coach tumbling? Let's say you have somebody who doesn't know anything, nothing about tumbling. I can get you from 0 all the way to a round off. You want to learn jumps, drills, and skills? I got a video named just that. You want to learn the things to do for a back tuck, how you can coach a back tuck safely? I have a video for that. I have the ebook, Cheerleading, the Ultimate Guide to Becoming an Elite Flyer. It is on my website. And guess what? From now, today's Wednesday, till Sunday night at midnight. So, not Saturday night, Sunday morning, Sunday night, Monday morning. It's only $75 for everything. That's the book, that's jumps, that's warm-ups, that's tucks, that's round-offs. And the round-off comes with a supplementary homework card. So, you can watch the training. And whatever part of your training you are with your athletes, they can also have homework cards to go home and work on it. They can't say, well, I'll just wait till I come back to practice. No, don't worry. Go work on that at home. When you come back, I hope you're better. So if you are looking to make your cheer season easier, if you're looking to make your team better, if you're looking to get some help, it's finally here. Go to Distal Point, DISTAL, point, POINT.org. And it's all right there. From now till Sunday night, it's on sale. Only $74.99. After that, it's never going to be that price again. So, thank you for watching. This has been the ZoShow Live. How to get more men on your team. Peace.